Hey y'all, this here is Big Country with Big Country Survival, and it's real easy for us to get caught up in everything. And what I mean by that is, yeah, you gotta prep. It's a good idea. Yeah, it's all gonna, the house of cards is coming down, yada 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 yada. But what if it doesn't? You still gotta live your life. Excuse me. Oh, man. What a day. So anyway, you gotta live your life. I mean, preppers and homesteaders and whatever other label you want to throw at it. We're kind of a community. We're kind of our own little world in and of ourselves. However, there's a lot of other people out there that do not think the way we do. And you've got to interact with them. Maybe turn them on. You can't just live in a cabin or live in your house and go out in the woods and go to work and come home. I mean, you've got to live a life outside of all of this. It would be really easy for me to just live at my BOL. It would. If it wasn't for family, I probably would be. And, just would earn enough money to pay taxes and things. And just, go, crazy, I don't know. It wouldn't take a lot of tweaking in my head for me to go and do that if it wasn't for family. Because members of my family aren't all as serious about it as I would be. They understand the need to prepare, but they don't eat, sleep, and breathe it. And I tend to get that way, where, I don't really care about this social function and this social function, and I don't really like social functions anyway, so it's easy for me to pass them off. However, you still have to live a life, and you got to be able to live a life that, someday, if you're not already, hopefully you're 75 years old, you're bouncing a grandbaby off of your knee, and you can look back and say, man, I had a good life. Not, man. I really figured it had all hit the fan by now. I wasted my whole life, stockpiling food. You've got to find the happy medium, and whatever the happy medium is to you, that when you are someday 75 years old, if it doesn't all hit the fan, you can still say, man, I lived a good life. You gotta find that medium. You can't shut out people. And I'm preaching to the choir because I can get like that. Alright, I'm not any better than anybody else. This is just stuff that is an issue with me. As I tend to get that way, I tend to shut everybody out outside of the prepping community. Which, I mean, you can't be like that. You have to still live your life. It's I'm not a big movie guy, but watching the Avengers, probably the best line, probably really the best scene, I guess, out of that movie was when the eye patch dude, whatever his name is, said, until such a time as the world ends, we are going to continue on as if it intends to keep on spinning, or something like that. And that's kind of the way, we as preppers live our life. I mean, we act as if we prepare for what have you, but we still have to continue on as if it's not about to happen. Because it might not. It might not. We don't know. Jesus could come back, and then any of my Christian brothers out there, you're not too worrying about it. You'll be up there, and all your preps will, fall victim to moth and flame. And, but you won't care. That's all this stuff is it's all temporary. But I'll try not to get too preachy on you guys, but, the world could just up and end. Jesus could come back. And, there's really not a whole lot that anyone can do at that point. Because you're either up there or, things are just going to get real bad. And if you don't turn towards the Lord, they're going to get real bad for a very, very long time, like forever long, for those left behind. But anyway, I know I said I wasn't going to get preachy. But, I mean, you gotta live your life. You gotta enjoy your life. Find joy in things. And if your community is prepping, if that's your whole life and your whole family is into it, and that's all you do, I mean, and if that works for you, that works for you. But, just don't be the guy who's 75 years old, bouncing a grandchild on the knee, and thinks back and says, man, I wasted my life getting ready for something that never happened. And that's just my thoughts on it. And anyway, if you like this video, have any suggestions, anything like that, comment, subscribe, like, etc. God bless. This is a big country.